Any question for me? I don't know why every single time when I ask that question, you all always ask aloka. Can we bring aloka out? So are you here to see us or see aloka? Both? Yes. The best way to keep away fear. Fear of dying. There's one way to practice. We must know that being born, aging, sickness, and death, these are the four truths that no one can escape. But to stay away from fear of dying, as a Buddhist monk, we always practice because we know that everything's all impermanent. This life will just come and go. Okay? So we are not fearing of death. But we practice to prepare our death. Some meditation center, we have the casket, open casket. And the one who desire to, who have the mindset that wanted to practice that, go inside of that casket, lie down, and then close that lid and practice just like we are dying. That is how we practice. And of course, the other way is to look at those corpses. We practice by seeing those corpses decaying every single day. And that is how we practice. But in order for us to stay away from any kind of fear, not just death, we have to have mindfulness. When you are living with mindfulness, any feeling, any thought pop up, you realize right away that I already explained. When you realize that that thought is popping up and that thought is not helping, you will not follow it, and fear will not be with you. It will vanish by itself. So mindfulness is also the key. Okay? Okay, this is aloka. Aloka, say hi to everybody. He's like, what I'm doing here. So he's still under restrictions, and so we are not allowing him to walk that much. Okay. So you all know the meaning of aloka? Light. Because I want him to find the lights of wisdom. That is why I named him aloka. Yes, sir. I'm sorry? Panyakara? Now you ask my name. Panyakara is the person who seeks for wisdom. That's what it means. And I am seeking for it. Every day, I have to practice every day to find wisdom. Yes. How do I overcome the pain of the cold? Well, I think that we just continue walking in the cold, breathe in and breathe out, of course, every single time when we walk, that I already talked about. I always pay attention to my breath. And of course, it's still cold. It's not that when we do the breathing, and it's not cold anymore. No, it's not like that. It's still cold. But then we know how to manage our emotions. Not to let that cold ruin our mood or anything like that. So concentration is also supporting. Okay? And of course, one of the best ways to protect us from the cold is to bundle up. the pin. Okay. Okay, I have to answer this question first. She said that the other day she gave me a Buddhist pin. I'm not wearing it, so what is the reason? Okay, now since he asked this question, I want to clarify something. I receive many pins per day. Originally, I only accept those pins from the law enforcement like police, fire department, sheriff, EMS who supported us on the walk because they are out on the road to support us on those walk. So after they escorted us to the location, they're honored to put it on and appreciate our walk and our this thing to walk, and then also means that they will continue to support this walk. So basically, it's only those law enforcement pins on my rope. And then later, somehow many people see I have a lot of pins, and everybody are trying to give me pins like real estate. They want to put it on them. They want to put their name and the realtor on my rope. All kind of businesses. I was like, okay, I am not the person who can promote every business here. A lot of things like that, right? I received not just those pins, but of course from organization and charity and things like that. I appreciate it so much. I always receive anything that people offer. But I cannot put everything on my rope because if I put everything on my rope, I cannot walk. Definitely, I cannot walk. And sometimes I put it on and I take it off. Right? Because I'm removing it every day. To put new on, and then I put the new one, take the old one off and put the new one on. Just like that. That is how I support myself to walk until now. I cannot put everything. And these are the 4th batches already. These are not the original. The 4th batch. So a lot of pins. And all those pins will be on the Walk for Peace flags. But please keep in mind that I cannot put your business pins on my flag or on my rope. And give me a Buddhist pin. There's nothing wrong with it. And I did put it on, but I took it off. Okay? So, since he asked me that question, I take the advantage of it to let you know that is how it works. And my intention was for those law enforcement team who supported us on this journey, that is the initial thoughts that I put it on. So if you don't see your pins on it, please understand. Don't be sad, but I receive all those love from all of you already. Okay?
Question? I have a question. I have a question.
Okay, let me answer this question first. The healing mantra on how to help the people who's in a critical condition. In our religions, Theravada tradition, now we have Mahayana, we have Theravada, and we are Theravada. We have many other lineage too, okay? So I'm talking about Theravada because this is what I practice. Theravada originally from India time up until now, that is what we keep original. We don't change. All those things that the Buddha taught, we keep it the same way and practice until now. So within our practicing, we don't have any type of prayer for the people who died already to reborn into a different realm, or any prayer to heal people by just praying like that. Okay, but there is a sutta that when we pray, when we chant, that will support the sickness people. But that person also have to understand in order for it to work. Okay? But other than that, if this deceived people, what we can do is, let's say if we have a family member who died, if we want to support our family member, then what we should do is offering dana. What is offering dana? Offering food to the Mahasangha, which is the monks, community of monks. When we offer in food to the monks community, and we use that merit, after we cultivate that meritorious deed, we can transfer it to our deceased, departed family members. And when they receive it, if they can receive it, they will receive it, and they were born in a peaceful realm, a better realm. That's how it works. But there will be no mantra, no sutta to chant, and then that person automatically go to a different realm. There's no such thing. I'm explaining, there is no mantra for suffering people to overcome it. We just have to practice mindfulness to understand the nature of the nature of the mind, the nature of this world, that everything will have to go the way it is. We cannot change it. Either we accept it or not. We still have to face all those things in life, right? If we want our life to be peaceful and happy, I already explained it. We have to practice mindfulness. Without mindfulness, we're just gonna shuffle back and forth. If you are mindful enough, you will not let all those problems, sorrow to bother you. Because when you have those sorrow mind, sorrow feelings, and if you're mindful, you know that, oh, this is hurtful, this is not gonna support me, then you will focus on your breathing instead of that sorrow feelings. Right? So all is gonna go back to the mindfulness practicing. Anything in our life, suffer or not, sorrow or not, if we have our family member pass away, I know that is a really difficult feeling for us, but we cannot live with that sorrow mind forever. We have to move on. That I always said, now that person already passed away, you cannot do anything to undo it. But there's one thing that you still need to do, which is you need to live better. You need to live a better life, and you need to live for that person. Carry on that person's goal or vow that they have not been able to fulfill it. Now you have to do it. You live for yourself, and you live for that person. That is how you love them. But you cannot live in sorrow. Because living in sorrow, that is suffering. And that is why we are walking for peace, to show you the key to get out of all those things, to live in peace. Okay? Alright? I hope that I'm sorry? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now that our venerable monks will pass out the peace bracelet to you all. And when you go home, please be mindful, okay? Thank you so much, everyone. When you get one, please make your way out so that the people behind can receive it.